When you think of a Solar Titan build, pretty much everyone in their right mind will go towards a Synthoceps bonk build, and they would not be mistaken. However, there is another build that both myself and many others are currently sleeping on, and that is the Ashen Wake Fusion Grenade build. Ashen Wakes are one of those under the radar exotics that when built into, becomes very fun and quite strong. What Ashen Wake's exotic perk, Bring the Heat, does is that it now makes fusion grenades explode on impact and have increased throw speed. They also get grenade energy back from final blows, 25% for minors, 50% for elites, and then 100% for enemy players, mini bosses, and bosses. If this build is something you enjoy, be sure to drop a like and subscription to the channel. 97% of viewers are currently not subbed to the channel, and subbing is easy, free, and it also helps me grow as a creator. I appreciate you all regardless. Now let's hop into the build. As always, we are going to start with building out our subclass, aspects, and fragments. Starting with our super, I choose to go with the Hammer of Soul, but you could also channel your inner Beyblade with the Burning Maul as well. Rally Barricade for the shortest cooldown, and then Throwing Hammer, as this will build more into some of our mods as well as our subclass, fragments, and aspects to get grenade energy back when needed. And then we finish it off with Fusion Nades. When we look over to our aspects, I'm choosing to use Roaring Flames first. Roaring Flames allows us to increase the damage of our solar abilities by getting solar ability kills or ignition kills, stacking up to 3 times, giving us 20% damage increase per stack. Our second aspect is going to be Soul Invictus, which allows us to create sunspots from solar ability final blows, Scorch target defeats, and Hammer of Soul defeats. These sunspots will scorch enemies inside them while also giving us restoration and allowing our abilities to regen faster. I chose to use these two aspects due to the synergy between the two, as well as allowing us to increase the damage of our grenades from Roaring Flames. We can utilize our Throwing Hammer to create sunspots and build up our Roaring Flame stacks so we can deal the most amount of damage from these grenades, while also allowing a constant chain of Roaring Flames times 3. When we look towards our fragments, we're going to start with the Ember of Empyrean so we can increase the duration of both Radiant and Restoration buffs applied to us. Next is going to be the Ember of Mercy, so we can get restoration after either reviving an ally or picking up a fire sprite. Following that is the Ember of Torches, so we can become radiant from hitting an enemy with our powered melee attacks. Finally, we have the Ember of Searing, so we can create a fire sprite after defeating a scorched enemy. For this build, we are not only aiming to boost our ability damage from Roaring Flames, but we are also using those abilities to create fire sprites from scorching enemies, while also granting us restoration and radiant after picking up those fire sprites, continuing the loop of those buffs by getting more ability final blows with our grenades and hammer. When looking at stats to focus into this when creating this build, definitely go for Resilience for more damage resistance and a faster barricade cooldown, then Discipline for shorter grenade cooldowns, and then Recovery to start health regen faster. There are also a few artifact perks you can pick up to make this build even stronger. Authorize mods grenades so we can decrease the cost of grenade based armor mods, then Shatter orbs so we can create orbs just by breaking shields with the matching damage type, and then Solar Surge so we can get an armor charge by simply picking up a fire sprite. When it comes to weapons you can bring along with this build, solar weapons with the Incandescent perk are always great choices to pair alongside any solar build. Callus Mini Tool, Retrace Path, or even the new Acacia's Dejection Trace Rifle are all great choices here. You can also choose to bring along a Chill Clip Fusion, or even the new Raid Exotic in the kinetic slot. Witherhoard is also a phenomenal option. When it comes to the heavy slot, I have really been enjoying LMGs this season, and Fixed Odds from the Duality Dungeon is a great one with Incandescent. Any sort of rocket like Galley or even Hothead are also great choices. Finally, for the armor mods to allow this build to become even stronger. Our helmet is going to have an Ashes to Asset to get our super faster from grenade final blows, a Siphon mod to create orbs, and then Dynamo to further decrease our super cooldown when we are using our barricade near enemies. On our gauntlets, we are going to have a grenade kickstart, so we can use armor charges to get our grenades back faster, then firepower so we can make orbs with those grenade final blows, and then impact induction so we can utilize our throwing hammer to give us more grenade energy when causing damage with it. For our chest, we are going to go with 1 charged up, so we can have an additional armor charge stored, bringing the total up to 4, as well as either a resistance mod or 2, or a reserves mod. The choice is yours there. On the legs, we will be running a stacks on stacks, so we can get 2 armor charges when picking up an orb versus only 1, and then 2 innervations, so that when we pick up those orbs, we also get a grenade energy back on top of the 2 armor charges. Finally, on our class item, we're going to use 2 bombers, so that when we use our barricade, we get grenade energy back too, adding on to the bonuses already from using it near enemies, and then Reaper to further those bonuses even more, allowing us to create an orb from any weapon final blow after using our barricade. It is actually criminal how I have slept on this build for so long this season. It's a ton of fun to use and allows us for incredible synergizing capabilities with the subclass and armor mods we bring along. If you choose to try this build out yourself, let me know your thoughts down below. Appreciate you all making it to the end of the video, and if you want some more content from me, be sure to check out both my TikTok and Twitch streams. They will be linked down in the description. We are so close to 25k on TikTok and nearing 2500 on Twitch as well, so I'd appreciate it if you check those out. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.